scrolling through the news feed and I am hearing and noticing articles that a bunch of actors and actresses that I grew up watching from, I'm saying, Kill Bill to Nip Tuck and others, I'm saying, are dying. And so I started rewatching a couple of these, TV shows and movies, all of that. And I'm just like, man, what classics, right? Nip Tuck, great TV show. I'm saying? Kill Bill, Volume 1 and 2, great movies, right? And I'm like, how do we make it, right? I'm saying? We got to value these people for their careers and the greatness while they're here. And I just, I'm like heartbroken and sad and want to cry. And, it's like these people changed my life. Like, when Nip Tuck first came out, I didn't really watch it, didn't really understand it, and then I started watching. I realized how funny that TV show is, but I realized after watching that, if you put forth the work and the effort, you could have the things that you want. And so, seeing that it was the drive to do what I wanted and be the person that I can be. And I don't think I'm gonna be, a plastic surgeon, but saying to sit there and do something that I want to do is kind of exciting. But why do we have to lose all the greats and the veterans? And I'm just like, man, first it's movie stars, right? Next it's gonna be musicians. Then it's gonna be, doctors, and I just I don't like seeing it because it's very very stressful. But I'm like, these people had an impact on my life, so. Should I not say anything? Of course, I have to say something. Like, it's just that you know we can watch these people's careers. We can put money into their careers by going and seeing their movies and their TV shows and buying this and buying that, and then poof, they're gone. So I'm just, you know, not reliving the good days or whatnot, but I was just catching up and watching, good movies and good TV shows all over again, considering and saying now their saying career is over because the actors or actresses are dead, but saying their filmography is set in stone. You know what I mean? Their discography for musicians, you know what I'm saying, is set in stone, and so gotta live it up, right? Gotta put forth the effort and carry on the legacy and the torch. Like yesterday, I'm saying, I was jamming out to some music, and then I ended up, going up to Seattle and sitting on the waterfront with a friend for a little while, and like he had never really been on the waterfront like that, so we had just hung out. But I'm just looking at life. I'm like, damn. With that being said, I want to, be the best that I can be. Put forth the best efforts and try and be everything we want ourselves to be. You know what I'm saying? Because I know my time is going to come at some point in time, and when it does, I hope, you know, the people that I was around or were around me, you know what I'm saying, got the same amount of value that I did. You know what I'm saying? Or I gave them, value and insights and understanding. And it kind of blew my mind to open Facebook and open all the socials, and damn, another actor, another actress, another musician, you know what I'm saying, another person that had an influence in my life for whatever reason is dead and gone, you know? It just makes me value, you know what I'm saying, family and friends. Hello, Floor. Welcome to the stream. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't know when you popped in. Grand Rising, Young King. May more find the coming year. You know, I'm trying. I'm you know, I'm employed at the moment, but I'm not gonna give up. You know what I'm saying? I literally had just texted my ex girlfriend because I wanted to know how she was doing. She was like, "Oh, I had just got off work. You know what I'm saying? 14-hour day," and I'm like, "You know what I'm saying? I understand." And you know what I'm saying? She also called me a king, uh, so that was kind of catchy. But I was just like, wow, you know, because I haven't heard from you. I was just trying to see what you're up to, you know, trying to be the best that I can be, as I've said and stated, you know what I'm saying, in the lives and in other places, just because, you know, you can only do what you can do. You can only put forth the effort that you can put forth, you know what I'm saying, and then not only that, the effort that you put forth, you know what I'm saying, somebody else is not going to do that. Like you can do for somebody, right? But you can't expect them to do the same for you just because they're different people, you know? And it's really different. Like, and that's one of the things that I'm noticing and learning today is that I can't expect the same people to do for me as I do for them because I'm always gonna go 10 times harder for them than they do for me. You know what I'm saying? Oh, of course, you know what I'm saying? And I have power and I put forth effort, you know what I'm saying? In every relationship that I've ever been in, I've always been the best I could. I've always put forth the effort. I've always said, let me do the best I can, even like with a job or career or, you know what I'm saying, sitting here on the live, no matter the case, I just put in the effort, you know what I'm saying? Whether it comes back or not, that's another story. That's karma, you know. What goes around comes around. But I just try to be the best I can be, not just for myself, but for everybody else around me, right? Because at the end of the day, we all could use some help. We all could use some, you know, some insights and some kindness and some love. These things don't ever, you know what I'm saying, truly go away. You know what I'm saying? Manifestation, right? Manifest the things you want in life is one of the biggest parts. If I'm just kind of looking at the year. No, not really, but you know, it's all about how you look at things. You know what I'm saying? I'm sad. You know what I'm saying that people are dying. That you know what I'm saying made great movies and great TV shows and great music for my generation. And I guess I'm just trying to pay it forward, right? Because that's the best thing you can do is pay it forward because our time is limited, which is one of the things that I wish it's in I could get the wife and the kids and MIL and all of these people to understand that time is of the essence. You know what I'm saying? You do with it what you want, but you know what I'm saying at the same time, ask yourself and make sure, you know what I'm saying, that's truly what you want, right? Because you know what I'm saying we only get so much of it and it goes quickly. You know what I'm saying? But there's my 2 seconds. I just wanted to, you know, put it out there. Thank you guys. Like, share, subscribe. Appreciate it.